Hello everybody and welcome to another stage preview here on the Cycling Day Extra YouTube channel. Today we're looking towards stage 16 of the Tour de France 2023, the all-important individual time trial, a 22.4 kilometer long course from Passy to Combloux. These 22 kilometers against the clock will be vitally important in the battle for the yellow jersey. The 16th stage of the Tour de France will begin in the town of Passy in the département of the Haute-Savoie. The village has hosted the Tour de France before. It featured on the route of last year's race on stage 10. However, this is the first time that Passy plays host to a stage start. The mountain village is most known for Marie Curie. Yes, the French-Polish scientist spent her final days in the town at Passy Sanatorium before sadly passing away in the early 1930s. On Tuesday, July 18th, the Tour de France will take over the town for this year's one and only time trial. In fact, this is the Tour de France with the fewest amount of individual time trialing kilometers since 2015. The route for stage 16's time trial begins in Passy with a number of corners in the opening 100 meters. After this, the course will open up for 2 kilometers to allow the riders to settle into a rhythm. This rhythm will be interrupted though, after 4 kilometers of racing when the course turns onto the Côte de la Cascade de Coeur, the Heart Waterfall in English. The waterfall may be beautiful, but the tough climb will offer a relentless opening to the stage, as the riders swing up the hairpins of the climb to gain 100 meters in altitude. The climb is 1.5 kilometers at an average gradient of 8%. From the top of the climb, the race will gently roll onto a downhill along the hillside. With straight roads on the agenda, this will allow for high speeds to be reached. At 15 kilometers to go in Passy chef-lieu, the riders will pass through the first time check of the day, allowing us to compare the riders' times over the first 7 kilometers of the TT course. Following the path of the Arve River, the race will snake into Sallanches, passing through a technical set of corners at 10 kilometers to go. From Sallanches to Domancy, on this straight road, the profile will be the flattest it has been all day. As a reward for this, there will be a penultimate time check in the town of Domancy before the important section of this course, the Category 2 Côte de Domancy. Beginning at 6 kilometers to go, the road will ramp up to an average of 9% over the categorized section of the climb. That said, the toughest slopes of the stage will arrive at 4 kilometers to go, when the road kicks up to 11%. After the categorized part of the climb, the road will continue to go uphill. 1 kilometer of moderate 1.5% will be appreciated before 5 to 6% ramps for the final 2 kilometers of the stage, all the way to Combloux at the finish. As time trials go, it's not very flat. Only 10 kilometers of the course will be at around 0 to 1% gradient. Instead, this time trial will offer a tough test for the GC riders, who may look to take some key time gains on their rivals ahead of the final week of racing. This course is very similar to the individual time trial course to Megève at the 2016 Tour de France. In fact, this stage traces almost 50 to 60% of that profile on that 2023 stage. On that day, the time gaps were small, but the climbers really shone on the extended Côte de Domancy climb. On that stage, Chris Froome took the win whilst wearing the yellow jersey. Can history repeat itself here in Combloux with Jonas Vingegaard? Let's look towards the favourites. Firstly, let's weigh up the Pogacar and Vingegaard battle. They have a very even Tour de France time trialling record. At the moment, the score is 2-2. Vingegaard has, though, performed better than Pogacar on the later time trials in these previous 2 Tours de France at Rocamadour and Saint-Emilion. Recently, Vingegaard was close to the win last month at a time trial at the Dauphiné on a similarly rolling profile, so maybe he's looking to take one step further here. He also doesn't have a stage win yet in this Tour de France, despite being the race leader for almost 2 weeks now. On the other hand, Pogacar will be looking to take time back on this time trial course that he has described as suiting him. Pogacar likes a rolling profile, and his UAE Team Emirates time trialling results in the past year have shown signs that the team have been making progress against the clock and could take chunks into Vingegaard's lead. Last month on that aforementioned time trial at the Dauphiné, it was actually Pogacar's teammate Miguel Biel who took the win ahead of Vingegaard. That said, I am not prepared to say that either of these riders will gain a monumental advantage. To be honest, it could go either way. Vingegaard could gain 20 seconds, Pogacar could gain 20 seconds. They're very equally matched at this point in the race, and their TT record is very equal. Looking elsewhere though, Wout van Aert is a very stern favourite for stage glory. Still without a win so far in this Tour de France, Wout needs something from this TT. With the steep ramps at the end and the fast ascents, Wout may charge to victory on this course. Elsewhere, Miguel Biel, maybe Stefan Kung or someone else could really surprise the bunch on the road up to Combloux. That's everything from this preview for stage 16, the all-important time trial of this Tour de France. Comment down below who you think is going to win the stage and who you think is going to be in the yellow jersey at the end of the day. That's everything, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you around.